Hi, this is James Page at the FTTH conference here in Berlin, and we are talking about fibre and we are talking about Germany, and I've been joined by the German regulator. We've got Klaus Müller, who is president of the Bundesnetzagentur. And Klaus, thank you for coming and talking to us. Apologies if I've ruined the name of your organisation, but you are the German regulator in a market where 30 million Germans don't yet have access to fibre products. What's the situation in Germany?
Well, I think we need to catch up. That's our point. We have a good past in the copper world, but it's the past, it's not the future. So I see a lot of companies investing in fiber. We're really happy about that. But one point is true, a lot of people just do not pick it up. They just do not want to pay for it. So we have two challenges. We still really need to engage in building fiber up to the apartment, to the house, to the home. And on the other hand, it needs to be more attractive on the things you just want to see, play with, work with, whatsoever.
So a lot of the demand that we've seen over recent years, maybe since pandemic times, the working from home, those sort of drivers, are they dwindling or are they still maintaining the demand?
Well, they're still maintaining the demand, but there are a million of households which are satisfied with the old world, which I can understand from a consumer's point of view. It's rather cheap, you don't have to pay so much money, and what you get is acceptable. The future cannot be acceptable. So the future will be fiber, and we need to push and to pull. We need to encourage the companies just to build. We need to have a very investment-friendly regulator framework. We are working on that. We are debating a lot with the companies. I think communication is just key. And on the other hand, industry needs to provide attractive content. And yes, we are still missing some of that.
So how can a regulator like yourselves be able to interact in that area if the attraction of those extra services that are going to make a difference that people will need fibre for? Can you encourage companies to make that sell?
Well, no, that's their job. That's not my point. And I don't want to regulate any content. But there are two other things we can do. On the one hand, we can talk about open access. So how can different companies use the same fiber? This just makes a lot of sense on a financial point of view, one thing. And on the other hand, we just talked about copper. We need to migrate millions of households in a very transparent, consumer-friendly, efficient way. And we have a Gigabit Forum, which means that we are meeting on a regular basis with the CEOs of all the major European telecommunication companies and the Bundesnetzagentur. And we just collect experience. So we got some first mover experiences now at the moment. We are talking about what do they need to migrate from copper to fiber.
I see. And part of that is about getting things in and out of the ground. At EU level, they've just released some new regulation which is going to harmonise and sort of standardise those approaches. Are you welcoming that?
Yeah, that's good, because we see that it's quite expensive to do all this building and digging and everything which is needed. So wherever we can make this cheaper, it saves money for the companies, but in the end for the consumers, it's good for the country. So it's not so much a regular topic, so I can only give applause to everybody who is really supporting that, but it helps us in our business, yes.
Fantastic. Okay, so lots going on. You're confident about moving forward with targets in Germany?
Well, no doubt about it. We see a lot of bipartisan, you would say, support for that. We see a lot of companies, even some we missed in the last decade. So everybody's on board. That's good. We still need to convince consumers, the point we talked about. So please, industry, we need really attractive content for the fiber world, and then we can go on moving forward.
Fantastic. I'm sure we have every faith in that, and maybe we'll be able to talk to you in future years and keep abreast of the progress. But Klaus, thank you for coming and talking to FTTH.
Thank you.